the shadowed corridors of time, etched within the venerable pages of ancient texts and shrouded in the mystique of old mythologies, there lies a theme both haunting and enthralling: the saga of the fallen angels. These celestial entities, shrouded in awe and dread, have ignited the flames of imagination in the minds of scholars and theologians. But who are these mysterious fallen angels that came to Earth and gave advanced civilization to primitive humans? Traditionally seen as divine beings exiled from the celestial realms in a dramatic fall from grace, their tales are intricately entangled with the very essence of numerous religious and mythological chronicles. From the enigmatic verses of the Book of Enoch to the veiled allusions in the Bible and other esoteric scriptures, the enigma of fallen angels presents a puzzle that is as beguiling as it is perplexing. Could these celestial exiles have wielded an unseen yet profound influence over the dawn of human civilizations? This hypothesis is as captivating as it is contentious, proposing that these outcast beings from the heavens might have been instrumental in molding the very trajectory of human history. To fathom the depths of influence these celestial entities may have wielded upon the cradle of ancient civilizations, we must embark on a journey into the heart of their origins and roles as depicted in the diverse cultural texts. In the rich tapestry of the Judeo-Christian tradition, the most intricate portrayal of fallen angels is unearthed in the apocryphal Book of Enoch. This ancient Jewish scripture, ascribed to Enoch, the great-grandfather of Noah, unfurls a compelling narrative about a group of angels known as the Watchers. Enoch 6:1 unveils a startling scene. And it came to pass when the children of men had multiplied that in those days were born unto them beautiful and comely daughters. And the angels, the children of the heaven, saw and lusted after them, and said to one another, Come, let us choose us wives from among the children of men, and beget us children. This passage not only reveals the angels' yearning for human women, but it also clearly reveals they were not mere spiritual entities, but indeed real physical beings who directly interacted with the ancient humans. The Book of Enoch chronicles how these angels, under the leadership of Samyaza, descended upon Mount Hermon, took human wives, and imparted to humanity a plethora of arts and skills. This act of descent and communion with the human realm was perceived as a grave transgression, precipitating their tragic fall from divine grace. The Bible also brushes upon this narrative, albeit in a more veiled manner. Genesis 6:1 speaks of the sons of God marrying the daughters of men, giving rise to the Nephilim, a formidable race of giants. The Nephilim, a name shrouded in mystery and awe, often translated as the fallen or giants, have been a source of fascination and fear, blurring the lines between the divine and the earthly, challenging the very boundaries of human understanding. This ambiguity adds to their enigmatic and often ominous portrayal in ancient texts. In Genesis 6:4, it is written, The Nephilim were on the earth in those days and also afterward, when the sons of God went to the daughters of humans and had children by them. They were the heroes of old, men of renown. This passage suggests not only their immense size and strength, but also their significant impact on the early human societies, marking them as figures of both awe and fear. Their very existence is often seen as a violation of the natural order, a blending of heavenly and earthly beings that was looked upon with trepidation. The Nephilim are frequently associated with the period leading up to the Great Flood, a time often depicted as rife with corruption and chaos, further cementing their reputation as harbingers of a troubled world. The biblical narrative of the flood, primarily found in the book of Genesis, describes a world so corrupt and filled with violence that it compelled the divine to cleanse the earth through a great deluge. The presence of the Nephilim is often interpreted as a significant factor in this moral decay, their very existence symbolizing the breakdown of the natural order and the escalation of human sinfulness. According to some interpretations, the Nephilim, with their extraordinary abilities and semi-divine nature, may have led humanity astray, contributing to the widespread corruption that ultimately provoked the divine wrath manifested in the flood. Their influence is seen as so profound that their eradication, along with the corrupted world they inhabited, was deemed necessary to restore balance and allow for a new beginning for humanity. Beyond the biblical accounts, the legend of the Nephilim extends into various mythologies and ancient texts, suggesting a widespread cultural fascination with these beings of immense power and ambiguous nature. In some traditions, they are revered as demigods or mighty warriors, while in others, they are feared as malevolent forces. The existence of the Nephilim has been a topic of debate and intrigue throughout history, with some believing they walk the earth in the distant past. Adding fuel to this enigmatic fire are various archaeological discoveries that have been linked to these legendary giants. One of the most compelling pieces of evidence is the discovery of oversized weapons unearthed from different parts of the world. These colossal swords and spears, far too large for ordinary human use, have been presented as artifacts belonging to these mythic Nephilim, suggesting a race of beings of extraordinary size and strength. For example, in the Ibaraki prefecture of Japan, there lies an enormous sword known as the Nodachi, which translates to field sword. This massive weapon, displayed at the Kibitsu Shrine, measures over 12 feet in length and is said to weigh over 30 pounds. The sheer size of this sword has led many to speculate that it was made for a being much larger than an average human, possibly a giant. The Nodachi is revered in Japanese culture and often associated with legendary tales of ancient warriors and gods. Discovered in Europe, the Flensburg sword is an impressive weapon that measures over 7 feet in length, making it one of the largest swords ever found. Its size and weight suggest that it would have been nearly impossible for a normal-sized human to use it effectively in battle, leading to theories that it was crafted for a giant. Various museums across Europe house oversized axes and spears that defy practical use by average-sized humans. Some of these weapons date back to the Bronze Age and Iron Age, featuring long handles and large blades that suggest they were designed for beings of enormous stature. The giant double axes, which are now showcased at the Heraklion Archaeological Museum in Greece, are another example. Huge Bronze Age axes were also discovered in Denmark, and a large collection of giant tools were found in Morocco. There are countless other artifacts associated with giants, together with unusually large skeletal remains. Equally intriguing is the famous giant footprint discovered in South Africa, near the town of Mphaluzi. This massive footprint, etched into granite, measures about 4 feet in length. While geologists and skeptics may dismiss it as a natural rock formation, for those who believe in the Nephilim, it stands as a tantalizing piece of evidence, a literal giant step that connects myth to reality. Perhaps the most striking and widespread evidence can be seen in the massive stone blocks and architectural monoliths scattered across the globe. Colossal stones like the Baalbek in Lebanon have led many to speculate about the existence of beings with superhuman strength and knowledge. For proponents of the Nephilim theory, these monumental structures are not just feats of ancient engineering, but tangible proof of a time when giants roamed the earth. But let's get back to the very beings responsible for the Nephilim giants, the fallen angels themselves. The roles ascribed to these fallen angels are as diverse as their legends. Often they are portrayed as bearers of forbidden wisdom, The Book of Enoch, for example, details how these angels enlightened humans in the arts of weaponry, jewelry, and cosmetics. Enoch 8:1 declares, "And Azazel taught men to make swords, and knives, and shields, and breastplates, and made known to them the metals of the earth and the art of working them, and bracelets, and ornaments, and the use of antimony, and the beautifying of the eyelids, and all kinds of costly stones, and all coloring tinctures." This was not just a technological leap, it was a transformation of the human condition, a shift from mere survival to dominion over the earth. But the influence of the fallen angels extended beyond technology. They are said to have taught humanity the arts of astrology, medicine, and sorcery. This infusion of knowledge had profound cultural and spiritual implications. Ancient civilizations began to gaze at the stars not just in wonder, but with understanding. They began to see the world around them not as a mystery, but as a realm to be mastered and understood. The moral implications of this knowledge were equally dramatic. The fallen angels, in their rebellion, had defied the divine order. By imparting their knowledge to humanity, they were inviting humans to partake in this rebellion. This act of defiance brought with it a sense of empowerment, but also a profound ethical dilemma. The ancient texts often speak of the corruption and moral decay that followed the fallen angels' teachings, a testament to the double-edged sword of forbidden knowledge. The influence of these celestial beings also left its mark on the religious and spiritual beliefs of ancient civilizations. The fallen angels were often worshipped as gods, their stories interwoven with the mythologies and rituals of the people they encountered. Temples may have been erected in their honor, and sacrifices made to appease their celestial powers. The line between reverence and fear was often blurred, as these beings were both venerated for their knowledge and feared for their power. However, this exchange of knowledge was not universally celebrated. In many accounts, the fallen angels are vilified for leading humanity astray with their teachings, embodying a paradox as both benefactors and corruptors. This dichotomy adds a profound complexity to their character and their enigmatic influence on the annals of human history. In the shadow of the fallen angels' influence lies a realm of architectural and technological marvels that defy conventional understanding. These anomalies, scattered across the ancient world, stand as silent yet eloquent testaments to a time when celestial beings walked among humans, imparting knowledge that catapulted civilizations into eras of unprecedented achievement. Consider the majestic pyramids of Egypt, colossal structures that defy any explanation even to this day. Their precise alignment with the stars, their astounding geometric accuracy, and the sheer scale of their construction compel us to question the source of such advanced architectural and astronomical knowledge. Could it be that the fallen angels, in their interactions with the ancient humans, imparted wisdom that led to these monumental achievements? Similarly, the enigmatic Stonehenge in England, with its massive stones arranged in a complex celestial alignment, echoes this theme of celestial influence. These stones, transported from distances that seem unfathomable for the time, are arranged in a manner that tracks the sun's journey across the sky. This suggests a deep understanding of astronomy and engineering, knowledge that may have been beyond the reach of early humans without guidance from a higher, more knowledgeable source. Turning our gaze to the Americas, the fortress of Sacsayhuaman in Peru presents an equally baffling enigma. The massive, intricately interlocking stones of this complex, some weighing as much as 200 tons, are a testament to an extraordinary architectural prowess. The precision with which these stones are fitted without mortar suggests a level of expertise that seems almost otherworldly. Could the fallen angels have shared their celestial wisdom with the ancient Incas, enabling them to create such an architectural marvel? Teotihuacan, with its Grand Pyramid of the Sun and the Pyramid of the Moon, stands as another testament to mysterious ancient ingenuity. The third largest pyramid in the world, the Pyramid of the Sun, is part of a complex that aligns with celestial bodies. The city's sophisticated urban layout and architectural grandeur pose questions about the source of such advanced urban planning and astronomical alignment. Was this the result of divine intervention or celestial guidance? Beyond these monumental structures, there are numerous examples of advanced technology that seem out of place in the ancient world. The Antikythera mechanism, often hailed as the world's first computer, is a device of such complexity and precision that it seems to echo the celestial knowledge purportedly brought by the fallen angels. The Baghdad battery, a clay pot that could have been used for electroplating, suggests a level of understanding of chemistry and electricity that is startling for its time. These architectural and technological wonders raise profound questions about the origins of ancient knowledge and skills. They stand as enigmatic symbols of a time when the boundary between the human and the divine was, perhaps, more permeable than we have ever imagined. The possibility that fallen angels could have been the harbingers of this knowledge adds a dramatic and intriguing dimension to our understanding of these ancient marvels. As we traverse the labyrinth of history, guided by the flickering torch of ancient texts and archaeological discoveries, we encounter a striking phenomenon: the recurrence of mythological parallels across diverse cultures, each echoing the narrative of fallen angels and their profound impact on human civilization. These parallels, transcending geographical and cultural boundaries, weave a tapestry of interconnected myths that hint at a shared legacy of celestial influence. In the heart of Mesopotamia, the cradle of civilization, we find the tales of the Anunnaki, deities descending from the heavens, bestowing knowledge and wisdom upon mankind. Their stories, etched in cuneiform on clay tablets, bear an uncanny resemblance to the narrative of the fallen angels. They were seen as both benefactors and destroyers, entities that shaped the destiny of humanity. Venturing into the ancient lands of Greece, we encounter the Titans, primordial deities overthrown by the Olympians. The Titans, much like the fallen angels and their offsprings, the Nephilim, were revered for their immense power and feared for their potential wrath. Prometheus, a Titan, famously defied the gods by bringing the knowledge of fire to humanity, mirroring the role of the fallen angels as bearers of forbidden knowledge. In the Norse sagas, we find the Aesir and the Vanir, two groups of gods whose interactions with humans speak of a complex relationship between the divine and the mortal realms. The Norse tales of gods walking among men, sharing their knowledge and sometimes their treachery, resonate with the themes found in the stories of the fallen angels. Across the ocean, in the pre-Columbian Americas, similar themes emerge. The Maya spoke of the Kukulkan, and the Aztecs of Quetzalcoatl, feathered serpent deities who were teachers and creators, bringing knowledge and civilization to mankind. These deities were seen as pivotal figures in the development of these rich civilizations. These mythological parallels across different cultures are not mere coincidences. They are threads in a larger tapestry that speaks of a shared human experience. They suggest that the narrative of celestial beings influencing human civilization is a universal theme, one that transcends time and space. The presence of these parallels also raises profound questions about the origins of these myths. Are they the result of independent yet surprisingly similar human imaginings? Or do they point to a common source of inspiration, perhaps encounters with real entities whose actions were recorded and interpreted through the lens of myth and legend? As we draw the curtains on this exploratory odyssey into the enigmatic world of fallen angels and their potential influence on ancient civilizations, we find ourselves at the crossroads of myth and history. skepticism, and belief. The journey through the labyrinthine narratives of celestial beings who may have walked among our ancestors leaves us with more questions than answers, yet it undeniably enriches our understanding of the human past and the mysteries that still shroud it. The saga of the fallen angels, as depicted in ancient texts and echoed in the myths of diverse cultures, is a tapestry woven with threads of celestial rebellion, forbidden knowledge, and the transformative impact of these elements on human civilization. These narratives, transcending time and geography, speak to a universal human fascination with the divine and the unknown. They challenge us to ponder the origins of our advancements and the depths of our beliefs, inviting us to consider the possibility of a time when the boundary between the human and the divine was blurred. As we continue to explore the mysteries of our past, the story of the fallen angels remains a testament to the enduring human quest for knowledge and the connection with the stars. Do you believe that fallen angels could have influenced ancient civilizations? How do you interpret the myths and legends that span across different cultures? Join the conversation in the comments below and share your unique viewpoints and theories. Our channel is not just a source of information, but a platform for discussion and exchange. If you found this video enlightening and thought-provoking, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more content that delves into the mysteries of the past and the wonders of our universe.